Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining me today as we explore one of the most extraordinary topics in the world of coin collecting, a subject that combines history, precision engineering, human error, and the boundless imagination of collectors. Today, we are going to delve into the fascinating world of the Liberty I dime 2010 from the United States Mint, a coin that might appear ordinary at first glance, yet holds within it the potential for unimaginable rarity and value. While its face value is only 10 cents, rare errors, mistakes, and mint mark anomalies can transform this humble dime into a treasure with a theoretical worth of $758 million, a figure that stretches the imagination but is grounded in the extreme rarity and combination of errors that could occur during its production. The 2010 Liberty I dime was produced at the height of modern minting technology, primarily at the Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark. Millions of these dimes were struck each day, using high-speed presses designed for efficiency and consistency. Each blank, or planchet, was prepared, annealed, polished, and struck with extreme precision. Despite the Mint's best efforts to ensure perfection, no system is immune to errors. Mechanical misalignments, die wear, foreign debris, and even moments of human oversight can create coins with unique characteristics, some of which can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. And it is precisely these anomalies that we will examine in depth today. When you look at a standard 2010 dime, you see the familiar image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the word Liberty to the left, the date 2010 to the right, and the D mint mark slightly below it, accompanied by the phrase "In God We Trust" along the rim. At first glance, it appears unremarkable, a coin we have all held countless times. However, in the realm of rare coin collecting, even the smallest deviation from perfection can create a coin that is virtually priceless. Consider, for instance, a dime struck slightly off-center. While minor off-center strikes are occasionally found in circulation, an extreme off-center strike on a 2010 dime, where a significant portion of the portrait or inscriptions is missing, immediately transforms the coin into a collectible rarity. Mint mark anomalies are another significant source of value. The D mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, can occasionally be repunched, doubled, misplaced, or even missing entirely. Imagine a mint mark appearing twice, partially overlapping the date, or floating above Roosevelt's portrait. Such errors are not just visually striking, they dramatically enhance the coin's rarity. When combined with other minting errors, these anomalies can produce a coin that is one of a kind. Planchet errors provide yet another layer of intrigue. Each dime begins as a blank metal disc, and occasionally, the wrong planchet enters the press. This can result in a coin struck on a blank intended for another denomination or even an experimental planchet. For a 2010 dime, a coin struck on an incorrect composition or thickness would be immediately identifiable and highly valuable. Such anomalies may produce subtle differences in color, weight, or sound when compared to standard dimes, making the coin instantly appealing to collectors. Double strikes represent one of the most visually striking categories of mint errors. In a double strike scenario, the coin is struck twice, with a slight misalignment between impressions. On a 2010 dime, this could create a shadowed or ghosted portrait of Roosevelt, overlapping letters in Liberty and In God We Trust, and a date that appears doubled. This error requires specific conditions. The coin must not eject after the first strike, yet remain aligned enough to receive a second impression. The odds of such an occurrence are extremely low, which is why double strike coins are highly prized. Broad strike errors also contribute to rarity and visual appeal. When a dime is struck without the collar in place, it expands beyond its normal diameter, producing a flattened appearance and partially missing reading along the edges. A broad strike combined with an off-center strike, die cracks, or doubled mint marks creates a coin that is not only rare but visually stunning. In the hypothetical perfect storm scenario, the 2010 dime could feature a broad strike, extreme off-center strike, doubled mint mark, and additional anomalies, making it a coin unlike any other. Die anomalies provide another source of uniqueness. Over time, mint dies develop cracks, chips, and wear. A die crack appears as a raised line on the coin's surface, while a filled die, caused by grease or debris partially obstructing the die, produces weak or missing impressions. Imagine a die crack radiating from the rim into Roosevelt's profile, combined with doubled lettering or a repunched mint mark. Such features create a visually complex and highly collectible coin. Mule errors, while rare, represent one of the most extraordinary possibilities. A mule occurs when dies that are not meant to be paired strike a coin, producing mismatched obverse and reverse designs. Although exceedingly rare, mule coins have been documented in other years and denominations. A 2010 Liberty dime mule could theoretically feature a reverse intended for another coin denomination, creating a completely unique coin. When combined with additional errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, a mule error coin could achieve valuations in the hundreds of millions. Edge errors add yet another layer of collectability. A dime with missing, doubled, or distorted reading on the edge suggests mechanical anomalies during striking. Edge errors are often subtle and easily overlooked, but they are highly significant to collectors. When combined with obverse and reverse anomalies, the coin becomes a specimen of unmatched rarity. Condition dramatically affects value. Even the rarest error coins are worth far more when preserved in pristine mint state condition. Imagine a 2010 dime with all of the above anomalies: double strikes, extreme off-center strike, broad strike, die cracks, doubled mint mark, and unusual toning graded MS-70 or higher. Such a coin would not just be valuable, it would be legendary, commanding the attention of museums, private collectors, and auction houses around the world. The hypothetical valuation of $758 million reflects this extreme scenario. Toning further enhances the coin's appeal. Over time, coins develop natural rainbow toning, with deep purples, blues, reds, and golds depending on their environmental exposure. A dramatically toned 2010 dime with minting anomalies would be visually striking and highly coveted. Collectors prize the combination of mechanical rarity and natural beauty, turning the coin into a work of art as well as a numismatic treasure. Theoretical double denomination strikes represent one of the most dramatic possible anomalies. In such a case, a dime could be struck over a blank intended for another denomination, creating chaotic overlapping designs and distorted inscriptions. While extremely rare, this adds a layer of intrigue and potential value that is nearly impossible to quantify. Combined with other anomalies: off-center strike, doubled mint mark, broad strike, die crack, such a coin would be virtually unparalleled. Historical context adds depth to its value. The 2010 dime was produced during a period of high-volume minting with advanced machinery. Each coin represents a frozen moment in time, a product of precise engineering and occasional imperfection. A coin that escaped into circulation with multiple extreme errors becomes a one-of-a-kind artifact, bridging the ordinary world of currency with the extraordinary world of numismatic collecting. Collectors are drawn not just to potential monetary value but to the stories these coins tell. Each doubled letter, misaligned mint mark, die crack, or off-center strike reveals a tale of human oversight, mechanical imperfection, and historical happenstance. The 2010 Liberty dime in its most extreme theoretical form embodies this narrative perfectly, offering a thrilling story of chance, rarity, and discovery. Detailed examination using microscopes, advanced lighting, and comparison with known specimens is standard practice among numismatists. Every ridge, shadow, and flaw on a coin can provide insight into its production and uniqueness. The 2010 dime, with its hypothetical perfect combination of errors, invites meticulous scrutiny, making it a coin of unparalleled interest. The accumulation of multiple errors exponentially increases a coin's rarity. A single anomaly may make a coin interesting, 2 anomalies make it notable, 3 make it extraordinary, and multiple stacked anomalies create a coin that is virtually one of a kind. The theoretical valuation of $758 million reflects the potential for such an ultimate rarity. The 2010 Liberty dime serves as a symbol of the intersection of chance, precision engineering, history, and collector imagination. It demonstrates that even the most mundane objects can hold extraordinary secrets, waiting for someone with knowledge, patience, and luck to uncover them. Its story inspires collectors to look closer, study harder, and appreciate the smallest details, understanding that even a tiny flaw or anomaly can transform an ordinary coin into a treasure of unimaginable value. My dears, now we take a deep dive into one of the most fascinating and mind-blowing topics in modern coin collecting, the 2014 Liberty 1 dime from the United States Mint. At first glance, this coin might look like any ordinary dime in circulation, a small 10-cent piece that we all handle every day without a second thought. But the truth is, this dime has the potential under extraordinary conditions to be worth an astonishing $753 million, an astronomical amount compared to its nominal face value. How can a simple 10-cent coin become this valuable? The answer lies in the remarkable world of minting errors, die anomalies, mint mark misplacements, planchet defects, and other extremely rare variations that can transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime collector's treasure. The 2014 Liberty 1 dime was produced at the Denver Mint, denoted by the D Mint mark located beneath the date. The Denver Mint is one of the most advanced coin-producing facilities in the United States, using state-of-the-art machinery, precision dies, and rigorous quality control processes. Millions of these dimes were struck in 2014, with high-speed presses designed to ensure uniformity, detail, and perfection. Each blank, or planchet, underwent a series of preparation steps, including annealing, polishing, and metal composition checks, before being struck by the obverse and reverse dies. The dies themselves were carefully engraved and inspected to ensure that every dime produced met strict standards. Despite these measures, no minting process is perfect, and some coins emerge from the press with unique anomalies. These errors, when combined in certain ways, can create coins of immense rarity and value. A standard 2014 D dime shows the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse. The word Liberty appears to the left of the portrait, the date 2014 is positioned to the right, and the D Mint mark is just below the date. The phrase "In God We Trust" runs along the rim. On the reverse, we see the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, the traditional symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. For the casual observer, this coin appears ordinary. But for collectors, even the smallest deviations from the intended design errors that occur during striking can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. One of the most common sources of high-value coins is mint mark anomalies. The D Mint mark on the 2014 dime could be misplaced, doubled, repunched, or even missing entirely. Imagine a coin where the mint mark appears partially overlapping the date, or even floating above Roosevelt's head. Such anomalies immediately attract attention and increase the coin's value exponentially. Planchet errors are another major source of rarity. Each dime begins as a blank metal disc, and sometimes a planchet that is incorrect in weight, composition, or thickness makes its way into the press. For a 2014 D dime, a planchet intended for another denomination, or an experimental planchet with a different metal alloy, could produce a coin with unusual weight, color, or sound. These coins are exceedingly rare and highly sought after by collectors because they are unique, visually distinctive, and historically significant. Even slight variations in planchet thickness or alloy can make a dime stand out among millions of ordinary coins. Double strikes add another layer of intrigue. In a double strike, a coin is struck twice by the dies, creating overlapping images, ghosted portraits, or doubled inscriptions. For a 2014 D dime, a double strike might result in a faint secondary image of Roosevelt overlapping the primary portrait, doubled letters in Liberty, and a partially doubled date. The conditions necessary for a double strike are rare. The coin must remain in the press after the first strike but be slightly misaligned for the second. Double strike coins are highly prized for their visual impact and rarity, and when combined with other errors, their value can increase dramatically. Broad strike errors occur when a coin is struck without the collar that shapes its edges. This allows the metal to spread outward beyond its intended diameter, producing a flattened coin with partially missing or distorted reading. A broad strike dime from 2014, especially if combined with an off-center strike or doubled mint mark, would be instantly recognizable and highly collectible. These errors not only create a coin that is rare but also visually captivating, making them highly desirable in the collector community. Die anomalies also play a critical role in determining rarity and value. Over time, dies can develop cracks, chips, or wear that leave distinctive marks on coins. A die crack on a 2014 D dime might appear as a raised line running across Roosevelt's profile or through the date. Filled dies, caused by debris partially obstructing the die, can lead to weak or missing details in specific areas. A coin exhibiting die cracks or filled die features, especially when combined with mint mark anomalies, off-center strikes, or broad strikes, becomes a unique artifact that collectors prize for both its rarity and historical significance. Mule errors, while extremely rare, represent some of the most extraordinary possibilities. A mule occurs when an obverse die is paired with a reverse die not intended for that denomination or year. Imagine a 2014 D dime struck with a reverse meant for a different coin entirely, producing a mismatched design that is visually jarring but historically fascinating. Such mule coins are among the rarest and most valuable in modern numismatics. A 2014 D dime mule combined with off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, or mint mark anomalies would be nearly unparalleled in rarity and value. Edge errors add further uniqueness to these coins. A dime with missing, doubled, or distorted reading along the edge immediately draws attention and indicates a production anomaly. While subtle, these errors are important to collectors, and when paired with obverse and reverse anomalies, they create coins of exceptional rarity. The 2014 D dime with combined errors could therefore be regarded as one of the most unusual and desirable modern coins. Condition is paramount in determining a coin's market value. Even a rare error coin is far more valuable when preserved in mint state condition. Consider a 2014 D dime with multiple errors: double strikes, broad strike, off-center strike, misaligned or repunched mint mark, die cracks, and unusual toning, all in pristine condition. Such a coin would be considered legendary and would attract collectors, museums, and auction houses from around the world. Its hypothetical valuation of $753 million reflects the extreme rarity and perfection that could exist in such a specimen. Toning can dramatically enhance a coin's aesthetic appeal and value. Over time, coins develop natural toning rainbow-like hues of blue, purple, red, and gold depending on environmental exposure and metal composition. A 2014 D dime with multiple minting errors and dramatic toning would be visually stunning, making it even more desirable to collectors. The combination of mechanical rarity and aesthetic beauty elevates the coin from valuable to potentially priceless. The accumulation of errors significantly amplifies rarity. A single anomaly might make a coin interesting. 2 anomalies increase its appeal. 3 anomalies make it extraordinary, and multiple extreme anomalies can make a coin truly one of a kind. This stacking of rare features explains the theoretical valuation of $753 million for the 2014 D dime. In this hypothetical perfect storm, the coin could exhibit an off-center strike, double strike, broad strike, mint mark anomalies, die cracks, edge irregularities, and unusual toning, creating a coin unlike any other in existence. Historical context also adds to the coin's appeal. The 2014 D dime was struck during a period of modern high-volume production, using precise machinery. Each coin is a product of this meticulous process, yet some coins escape the presses with significant errors. A coin with multiple extreme errors becomes a singular artifact of historical, mechanical, and aesthetic interest. Collectors are fascinated not just by potential monetary value, but by the stories coins tell. Each doubled letter, misaligned mint mark, die crack, off-center strike, or toning anomaly is a snapshot of production history, mechanical error, and human oversight. A 2014 D dime with multiple extreme errors embodies this narrative, offering a thrilling story of rarity, chance, and discovery. Examination of error coins requires magnification, specialized lighting, and comparison with known examples. Every ridge, shadow, and flaw provides insight into how a coin was struck and what makes it unique. The 2014 D dime, in its theoretical extreme error form, invites detailed scrutiny and rewards collectors with an understanding of the extraordinary conditions that produced it. The theoretical value of the 2014 D dime is based on the combination of extreme minting anomalies and perfect preservation. My very important viewers, now once again we explore one of the most fascinating and extraordinary topics in modern coin collecting: the 2016 P Liberty 1 dime from the United States Mint. At first glance, this coin may appear to be an ordinary dime, a simple 10-cent piece that you might find in your pocket, your wallet, or a jar of loose change at home. But beneath that ordinary exterior lies a story of incredible rarity, extraordinary value, and a potential worth of $750 million, an amount that defies the coin's modest face value. How can a dime, valued at 10 cents, reach such astronomical figures? The answer lies in a combination of minting errors, die anomalies, mint mark irregularities, planchet defects, and other highly unusual variations, all of which create the possibility for a coin that is truly one of a kind. The 2016 P Liberty 1 dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark. Philadelphia is one of the most technologically advanced mints in the United States, employing state-of-the-art machinery, precision dies, and meticulous quality control procedures. Millions of dimes were produced in 2016 using high-speed presses designed to ensure uniformity and perfection. Each blank, known as a planchet, was carefully prepared through a series of steps, including annealing, polishing, and weight checks, before being struck by the obverse and reverse dies. The dies themselves were engraved with extreme precision and inspected thoroughly to maintain the mint's high standards. Despite these measures, perfection is never guaranteed, and a small fraction of coins emerge from the mint with remarkable anomalies. These errors, when combined in the right way, have the potential to transform an ordinary dime into an extraordinary collectible of immense value. A typical 2016 P dime displays the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse. The word Liberty appears to the left of the portrait, with the date 2016 positioned to the right and the P mint mark directly below it. The phrase "In God We Trust" runs along the rim. On the reverse, the coin features the traditional torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. While these features make the coin instantly recognizable, it is small deviations and errors that capture the attention of collectors. One of the most notable sources of extreme value in modern dimes comes from mint mark anomalies. The P mint mark on a 2016 dime could be misplaced, doubled, repunched, or even entirely absent. Imagine a coin with the mint mark floating above the date or partially overlapping Roosevelt's profile. These anomalies can instantly elevate the coin's rarity and desirability, making it highly valuable to collectors. Planchet errors are another key factor in determining rarity. The planchet is the blank metal disc that becomes a coin once struck. Occasionally, the wrong planchet enters the press, producing a coin with unusual weight, composition, or thickness. For a 2016 P dime, this could mean a planchet intended for a different denomination or an experimental planchet with a unique alloy. Coins struck on such planchets are extremely rare, visually distinct, and highly prized among collectors. Even subtle differences in metal composition or thickness can dramatically impact a coin's appeal and value. Double strikes further increase a coin's rarity. A double strike occurs when a coin is struck more than once, creating overlapping images, doubled letters, and ghosted portraits. A 2016 P dime with a double strike might display a faint secondary image of Roosevelt, doubled letters in Liberty, or an overlapping date. These errors require precise mechanical conditions. The coin must remain in the press after the first strike and then be slightly misaligned for the second. Double strike coins are highly sought after for their visual impact, rarity, and uniqueness. When combined with other errors, their value increases exponentially. Broad strike errors occur when a coin is struck without the collar that shapes its edges, allowing the metal to spread beyond its intended diameter. This produces a flattened coin with partially missing or distorted reading. A 2016 P dime exhibiting a broad strike, particularly if paired with an off-center strike or doubled mint mark, would be instantly recognizable and extremely desirable. Broad strike coins are dramatic in appearance, rare in occurrence, and highly valuable to collectors. Die anomalies are equally important in establishing rarity. Dies naturally wear over time or may develop cracks, chips, or other defects that leave distinctive marks on coins. A die crack on a 2016 P dime could appear as a raised line running through Roosevelt's profile, across the date, or through the rim. Filled dies, caused by debris partially obstructing the die, may result in weak or missing details. A dime exhibiting die cracks, combined with mint mark anomalies, off-center strikes, or broad strikes, becomes a singular and highly collectible artifact. Collectors prize such coins for both their historical significance and their unique visual characteristics. Mule errors, while exceedingly rare, represent some of the most extraordinary possibilities in coin collecting. A mule occurs when a die intended for one coin type is paired with a die intended for another denomination or year, producing a mismatched obverse and reverse. Imagine a 2016 P dime struck with a reverse design from another coin, producing a mismatched combination that is visually striking and historically fascinating. Such mule coins are among the rarest and most valuable modern coins. A 2016 P dime mule, combined with off-center strikes, double strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, or mint mark anomalies, could be considered virtually unparalleled in rarity. Edge errors add another layer of uniqueness. A dime with missing, doubled, or distorted reading along the edge immediately stands out and indicates a production anomaly. These errors, while subtle, are highly significant to collectors, particularly when combined with obverse and reverse anomalies. A 2016 P dime exhibiting multiple combined errors would therefore be regarded as one of the most unusual and desirable coins in modern numismatics. Condition is critical in determining a coin's value. Even a rare error coin becomes far more valuable when preserved in mint state condition. Imagine a 2016 P dime displaying multiple errors: double strikes, broad strike, off-center strike, misaligned or repunched mint mark, die cracks, unusual toning, and edge anomalies, all in pristine condition. Such a coin would be considered legendary, attracting collectors, museums, and high-profile auction houses worldwide. Its theoretical valuation of $750 million reflects the extreme rarity and perfect preservation that could exist in such a specimen. Toning significantly enhances a coin's aesthetic appeal and value. Over time, coins develop natural rainbow-like toning, with shades of blue, purple, red, and gold, depending on exposure to air and environmental factors. A 2016 P dime exhibiting multiple minting errors and dramatic toning would be visually stunning, making it highly desirable to collectors. The combination of rarity, error complexity, and aesthetic beauty elevates the coin from valuable to potentially priceless. The accumulation of multiple errors exponentially increases rarity and desirability. A single anomaly may make a coin interesting, 2 anomalies may make it rare, 3 anomalies make it extraordinary, multiple extreme anomalies can make a coin unique in the world. This accumulation is why the 2016 P Liberty dime carries a theoretical valuation of $750 million. In this hypothetical perfect storm, the coin could exhibit an off-center strike, double strike, broad strike, mint mark anomalies, die cracks, edge irregularities, and unusual toning, creating a coin unlike any other in existence. Historical context further amplifies its appeal. The 2016 P dime was produced in a modern era of high-volume minting with precise machinery, yet some coins escaped with significant errors. A dime with multiple extreme errors becomes a singular artifact documenting the intersection of human oversight, mechanical imperfection, and the historical production process. Collectors value such coins not only for their rarity but also for their storytelling power, the way they capture a unique moment in minting history. Collectors are often captivated not just by a coin's theoretical monetary value but by the story it tells. Every doubled letter, misaligned mint mark, die crack, off-center strike, and toning anomaly represents a moment in production where chance and human imperfection intersected. A 2016 P dime exhibiting multiple extreme errors embodies this story, offering collectors a narrative of rarity, chance, and discovery. Examining error coins requires magnification, precise lighting, and comparison with known examples. Every ridge, shadow, and flaw provides insight into the striking process and contributes to the coin's uniqueness. The 2016 P dime, with multiple extreme errors, invites meticulous examination and rewards collectors with an understanding of its extraordinary production conditions. My great viewers, now we explore one of the most fascinating topics in modern coin collecting, the 2017 P Liberty 1 dime from the United States Mint. At first glance, this coin may appear to be just another ordinary dime, a small 10-cent piece that we all handle every day without much thought. But beneath that ordinary exterior lies a world of extraordinary possibilities, rare minting anomalies, and a theoretical value of $749 million, an amount that is astronomically higher than its nominal face value. How can a coin worth just 10 cents become so valuable? The answer lies in a combination of minting errors, die defects, mint mark anomalies, planchet irregularities, and other extreme variations, all of which can make a coin one of the rarest and most sought-after pieces in modern numismatics. The 2017 P Liberty 1 dime was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P Mint mark. Philadelphia is renowned for its precision coin production, employing advanced technology, highly trained personnel, and rigorous quality control standards. Millions of dimes were struck in 2017 using high-speed presses designed for uniformity and accuracy. Each blank, or planchet, underwent a series of preparation steps, including annealing, polishing, and metal composition checks, before being struck by the obverse and reverse dies. The dies themselves were meticulously engraved and inspected to ensure the highest possible quality in the finished coins. Despite these measures, errors do occasionally occur, and a small fraction of coins emerge with anomalies that can elevate their value far beyond the standard issue. When multiple errors occur together, they can create coins of extreme rarity, capable of reaching theoretical values in the hundreds of millions of dollars. A typical 2017 P dime features the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse. The word Liberty appears to the left of the portrait, the date 2017 is positioned to the right, and the P Mint mark sits below the date. The phrase "In God We Trust" runs along the rim. On the reverse, the traditional torch, olive branch, and oak branch appear, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. While these features are standard and recognizable, even the smallest deviations can transform an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. One of the most notable sources of extreme value is mint mark anomalies. The P Mint mark on a 2017 dime could be misplaced, repunched, doubled, or even missing entirely. Imagine a coin where the mint mark floats above the date or overlaps Roosevelt's cheek. Such anomalies immediately make the coin exceptional and highly collectible. Planchet errors represent another major source of rarity. Each dime starts as a blank metal disc called a planchet. Occasionally, a planchet with the wrong weight, composition, or thickness is struck, producing a coin that differs from standard specifications. For a 2017 P dime, this could mean a planchet intended for another denomination or an experimental planchet with a unique alloy. Coins struck on such planchets are extremely rare, visually distinct, and highly sought after by collectors. Even subtle variations in metal composition or thickness can drastically increase a coin's value. Double strikes are another form of error that greatly enhances a coin's rarity. A double strike occurs when a coin is struck twice by the dies, producing overlapping images, doubled letters, and ghosted portraits. A 2017 P dime with a double strike might display a faint secondary image of Roosevelt, doubled letters in Liberty, or an overlapping date. These errors occur under specific mechanical conditions. The coin must remain in the press after the first strike and then be slightly misaligned for the second strike. Double strike coins are highly prized for their visual impact and rarity, and when combined with other anomalies, their value can increase dramatically. Broad strike errors are another way a coin can become extraordinary. A broad strike occurs when a coin is struck without the collar that shapes its edges, allowing the metal to flow outward beyond its intended diameter. This produces a flattened coin with partially missing or distorted reading. A 2017 P dime that also exhibits an off-center strike or mint mark anomaly would immediately draw attention from collectors, as broad strike coins are both visually striking and rare. The dramatic appearance of broad strike coins often makes them highly sought after, particularly when combined with other extreme errors. Die anomalies further enhance a coin's uniqueness. Dies naturally wear over time, but they can also develop cracks, chips, or other imperfections that leave distinctive marks on coins. A die crack on a 2017 P dime might appear as a raised line running across Roosevelt's profile, through the date, or along the rim. Filled dies, caused by debris partially obstructing the die, can lead to missing or weak details. Coins exhibiting die cracks, particularly when combined with off-center strikes, broad strikes, or mint mark anomalies, become exceptional artifacts, valued both for their rarity and historical significance. Mule errors are among the rarest and most extraordinary possibilities in modern coin collecting. A mule occurs when an obverse die is paired with a reverse die that was never intended for that denomination or year. Imagine a 2017 P dime struck with a reverse from a completely different coin, producing a mismatched design that is visually unusual and historically fascinating. Mule coins are incredibly rare, and a 2017 P dime mule combined with off-center strikes, double strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, or mint mark anomalies could be virtually unparalleled in the world of numismatics. Edge errors also contribute to a coin's uniqueness. A dime with missing, doubled, or distorted reading immediately signals a production anomaly. These errors, while subtle, are highly valued by collectors, especially when combined with obverse and reverse anomalies. A 2017 P dime with multiple extreme errors, including edge irregularities, would be considered one of the most unusual and desirable coins in modern circulation. Condition plays a critical role in determining a coin's value. Even the rarest error coin becomes far more valuable when preserved in pristine, mint state condition. Consider a 2017 P dime with multiple anomalies: double strikes, broad strike, off-center strike, repunched mint mark, die cracks, unusual toning, and edge irregularities, all in flawless condition. Such a coin would be legendary, drawing attention from collectors, museums, and auction houses worldwide. Its theoretical value of $749 million reflects both extreme rarity and perfect preservation. Toning can dramatically increase a coin's aesthetic appeal and value. Over time, coins develop natural rainbow-like toning, with shades of blue, purple, red, and gold depending on environmental exposure and metal composition. A 2017 P dime exhibiting multiple minting errors and striking toning would be visually stunning, further elevating its desirability. The combination of mechanical rarity and aesthetic beauty creates a coin of extraordinary significance. The accumulation of multiple errors exponentially increases a coin's rarity and value. A single anomaly may make a coin interesting, 2 anomalies make it rare, 3 anomalies make it extraordinary, and multiple extreme anomalies can create a coin that is one of a kind. This explains why the 2017 P Liberty dime carries a theoretical valuation of $749 million. In this hypothetical perfect storm, the coin could exhibit an off-center strike, double strike, broad strike, mint mark anomalies, die cracks, edge irregularities, and unusual toning, producing a coin unlike any other in existence. Historical context also enhances the coin's appeal. The 2017 P dime was produced during a period of modern high-volume minting, with precise machinery designed to ensure perfection. Yet some coins escaped the presses with significant errors. Coins displaying multiple extreme errors become singular artifacts, capturing the mechanical processes, human oversight, and historical conditions of their production. Collectors value these coins not just for their rarity, but for the story they tell about the minting process and the era in which they were produced. Collectors are fascinated by the narratives coins can reveal. Every doubled letter, misaligned mint mark, die crack, off-center strike, or unusual toning tells a story of chance and imperfection. A 2017 P dime exhibiting multiple extreme errors embodies this story, offering collectors a tangible connection to history, production anomalies, and the thrill of discovery. Examining error coins requires magnification, precise lighting, and comparison with known examples. Every ridge, shadow, and flaw provides insight into how the coin was struck and what makes it unique. The 2017 P dime, in its hypothetical extreme error form, invites detailed scrutiny and rewards collectors with a deep understanding of the extraordinary conditions that created it.